Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is April 18, 2022. Let's take a look at trend trading using simple moving average. I love simple moving average because they give you a good idea where the market is headed. I also use exponential moving average. Exponential moving average gives more importance to recent data, and sometimes people think exponential moving average, the signal may not be as stable or consistent as simple moving average, because simple moving average treats the data equal, whereas exponential moving average gives more importance to recent data or the latest data. So with that, let's jump in and get started. We'll start with a quick market update, and then let's take a look at stocks with a volume more than 500k, and we'll make sure we look at the profitable stocks with a net margin more than 10%. These are really companies making money, not the money losers. Wall Street does not have patience for money losers right now. And let's make sure stocks are in an uptrend, but they're not completely overbought. So these are relatively oversold here. We can still follow the trend and make some money. And then finally, let's make sure the SMA or simple moving average is really trending better, meaning current stock price is above 5-day simple moving average, means these are uptrending stocks. So with that, let's jump in and get started. So we'll start with a quick market update. Look, from a market update perspective, we got Dow Jones Industrial Average really trying to decide where to go. In the futures market, it's slightly down. It was much down in the night. So look, it's a really jittery market, very volatile, going up and down nicely, down, up, down, up. So right now it's deciding where to go. I can see us going down slightly more. It can even hit the levels like before here. So that's why you got to be careful here and follow good stocks and hold them through this up and down. I say, when the stock market is down, that's when you buy some quality stocks and take profit when the stock market surges like this. If you're a trader, if you're a long-term investor, keep buying the dips. You'll do very well in the long run. And look, same trend in S&P 500, nice uptrend here, broke the uptrend, came all the way down. That's what's going on here right now. S&P 500 is slightly down. It was much down in the night, at the night time. And same trend in Nasdaq, also a little more weaker. As you can see here, we have nice retest here. We can even go down and retest these levels again. And Russell 2000, as you can see here, is a little more jittery. It's in a nice volatility box here, so it can also come down. So you got to be careful here. We still have geopolitical tensions, inflation worries, interest rates hikes, supply chain issues. So we got to be careful here. And look, gold is spotting like no tomorrow. Nice uptrend in the gold. So on the down days, you could accumulate some gold. And same story, crude oil is spotting, mainly because there is geopolitical tension, and Russian oil may not be in the global markets as much as we like. And look, ZB bonds are completely sold off here with the Fed tapering down here. There is no demand for bonds. Bonds are selling off here. And look, with the bond selling off, interest rates are shooting higher. That's why TNX 10-year yield is going higher. So we got to be careful here. And this is when money losing companies can't cope up, because they will end up paying more interest rate because for their debt. So we got to be careful here. All right, so with that, let's jump in and take a look at some of the great stocks that we can slowly start buying. So with that, let's jump in here, and what we'll do is we'll look at trend trading using simple moving average or SMA. So what I've done is I've looked at stocks here. Look, we got all these top stocks here, all the way from Mastercard, Nike, Schwab. As you can see here, we got all these top stocks here, and keep watching the price here. From a price perspective, From a price perspective, look, all the current price here is more than 5-day SMA. Look, we got SMA, 5-day SMA right here. This is 5-day SMA, and keep watching the price here. We got 5-day SMA 351 for Mastercard, and currently my Mastercard is at 357. That tells you the current price is above 5-day SMA. That's a bullish signal that tells you, you know what, the trend is up here. Basically 5-day SMA, current price is more than 5-day SMA. And then what I've done is I've also given the sales growth here in 1 year, the gross margin, net margin. All the companies that you see here, they got net margin more than 10%. These are companies making money. That's why net margin is more than 10%. And then we also have debt to equity and current ratio. Normally, I don't like companies with a high debt ratio here. That's why it's good to look at the current ratio and debt to equity ratio. So as long as you got good current ratio above 1, you are good to go. But if it is below 1, you got to be a little bit careful. But companies like Union Pacific, this company is a good one. You could make an exception in such scenarios. And what I've also done is I've basically provided the RSI. Look, all the RSI levels here is less than 55 here. That tells you these stocks are relatively oversold here. You could still make money following the trend. And also watch PS ratio or price to sales ratio. This is a valuation indication, and if it is higher, you got to be a little bit careful. Like Mastercard, it's still good one here. I still like it here, but understand valuation is a little higher. And then you got past performance all the way to 1 day to past 5 years. This tells you how the stock has been doing in the past, even though it's a rear view mirror. Typically, it's good to understand where the stock came from. Look, many of these stocks have got very good performance in 2 year and 5 years. So you got to be keeping a watch on those. And then finally, we got how much stock is off from 52-week high. That tells you, the stock may have more room to run here. That's why it's good to understand how much stock has come down from 52-week high. Then more importantly, I love the stocks with the nice cash and nice free cash flow. Look, we got both of those here. And look at the companies with nice cash position here. We got one right here with a lot of cash, which is Citigroup. Of course, it's a bank, right? It's got a lot of cash. So I love such companies with nice cash cushion and also nice, free cash flow also. Look, it's got good free cash flow also. And then what I've done is I got, the ADX. Many of you might be following ADX and DMI. ADX is a good indication. Whenever ADX is more than 15, or many folks follow 20 as the trend. When the ADX is more than 15 or 20, that tells you stock is trending. So when the stock is trending, ADX will not tell you it's trending up or down. That's when we have to look at positive DMI and negative DMI. So whenever you see a positive DMI, in this case more than negative DMI, that tells you it's trending up. Look, in case of Mastercard here, we got negative DMI as 18, positive DMI as 26. That tells you because positive DMI line is above negative DMI line, it's trending up right now, so it's an uptrending stock. So that's why it's good to understand this positive and negative DMI. Wherever you see a green background, like right one here too, Nike, and we got few more here, all these areas, it tells you right now from a DMI perspective, the DMI positive is above DMI negative. These stocks are trending higher. So I love those trending higher names, so that way you can make some money. And then we got your overall score. I love stocks with a nice overall score. At least above 50 are my favorites. But if it is much higher, like 73 here, these are good ones. Like we got one right here. Look, we got Mastercard. Look at the overall score here, 73. That's a good one here. And then we got few more with nice overall overall score. Look, we got ConocoPhillips here, nice overall score of 95. Those are my favorites. I would be initiating some trades in those things and follow trends. And then we got here Bollinger Band. One of most folks follow Bollinger Bands. And look, all these stocks, at least as you can see here, they're nicely above the lower Bollinger Band. So look, this tells you, in a Bollinger Band 20 period range, where the stock is at. As an example, see Mastercard here, stock at the top in the Bollinger Band 20, it's at 63%, meaning it's gone up 63%, but to reach the top, it still has got around remaining percentage around 47% or so, or 37% still to reach the top. So that tells you in a Bollinger Band spread where the stock is at. Right now it's at 63%. It can still go higher. And then we got 5-day, 10-day, 20-day, 30-day, all the way to 200-day simple moving average. These are really very important in trend following. What I've done is I've indicated some stocks and some indications. Look, let's quickly follow Mastercard here. We got Mastercard at the top. Look at Mastercard here. It's current price is above 5-day moving average, which is current price is 357, and 5-day moving average, as you can see here, is 351, clearly trending up. Then look here, we got 10-day SMA. 10-day SMA is 355 and 20-day SMA is 353. Again, trending up here. If you look at 10-day versus 20-day, 10-day is higher. And then you got 50-day, which is higher than 100-day moving average. That tells you this is a uptrending stock here. And then look at the 200-day moving average. It's above the current stock price being at 357. So the moment you see more green right here all the way to 5-day to 200-day, that tells you stocks are becoming stronger from a trend perspective. So that's how I follow it. I love when the stock turns positive and goes takes on their moving averages. So as you can see here, many technicians closely watch 5-day and 10-day moving average. The moment 5-day crosses over 10-day, for example, right here we got 5-day crossing over 10-day here. The one right here is Charles Schwab. Look at Charles Schwab here. Charles Schwab, we got 5-day crossing over 10-day. 5-day SMA is 81.98. 10-day is 81.85, just crossed over. So such scenarios are bullish here. This trend can continue. And then you got few more here. You got ConocoPhillips. It's an oil stock. Of course, what do you expect? It's a same story here. You got 5-day SMA is 100. And 10-day SMA is 93. So that tells you 5-day SMA crossed over 10-day SMA. It's also a good one here. And we got few more. If you follow the same methodology here, we got Ford Motors. As you can see here, stock got beaten up big time here. Not Ford, I think the one above here, NetEase. Look at NetEase here. We got in this scenario, we got 10-day SMA crossing over 20-day SMA. That tells you NetEase is also doing very well off late, trending nicely. And then we got few more here. Look, we got Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs announced the earnings a few days ago. Look what's going on in Goldman Sachs here. So in Goldman Sachs here right now, current stock price is at 321.64 and 5-day SMA is 321.11. It just took on its 5-day SMA and went higher. All these stocks that you see here, they're above their 5-day SMA or 5-day simple moving average. That tells you they're trending up. Once the stock is above 5-day SMA, then you can look at, okay, if the 5-day SMA is over 10-day SMA, that's where you get the indications here with the green background here. These are the area stocks where 5-day SMA, the current price is more than 5-day SMA and 5-day SMA is more than 10-day SMA. These are telling you can go after these names here and follow the trend. And you could follow the same methodology and see where they are green here. If they're green in the 10-day here, that tells you 10-day SMA is more than 20-day SMA. That's also bullish. And finally, look here, last column here, 200-day SMA here. That tells you is the stock price currently, is it trading above 200-day SMA or below. Many technicians want to make sure stock is above 200-day SMA before they trade those stocks. For example, here Mastercard, clearly current stock price is 357.82. it's above 200-day SMA, which is 356. That's a bullish signal. And we got a few more here like Schwab and Union Pacific. Again, they turned just positive here. You could follow such names here and follow the trend. Many times when the stock is below their 200-day SMA, like Morgan Stanley, I like this one also here. Right now stock price is at 97.72, and look, the current stock price is 84.76, and 200-day SMA is 24, but stock is trending higher. So technicians typically don't look at these names here, but as a contrarian you could look at such names also. When the current price is above 5-day SMA, you could take a look at those also as a contrarian. All right, so we got these names here, and we got a few more as you can see here. Let's go to the next slide here and follow the same methodology. All right, so we got next slide coming up here. Same methodology here. All the stocks that you see here, they are above their 5-day simple moving average, telling you these are trending up, and we made sure the net margin is more than 10%. These are stronger stocks. And also keep watching the Bollinger Bands as well as the SMA. The moment you see more greens here, those are the good ones here. I love the one with nice overall score. And keep watching the 5-day SMA here. When the 5-day SMA column has got green, that tells you 5-day SMA crossed the 10-day SMA. Those are the good ones here. For example, Discover Financials, a credit card company. Look, it's above their 5-day SMA, and it also the 5-day SMA crossed the 10-day SMA. So you could look at such names. These are the trending names you could buy. And the list continues. Keep watching both 5-day SMA and 10-day SMA. The moment you see greens in 5-day SMA, that tells you 5-day SMA took on 10-day SMA. Those are the good ones here. So as you can scan through here, you got the list here. We will not talk through all of them, but look, we got some stocks like Darden, which is a restaurant chain. Look, this one also is trending nicely off late. As you can see here, 5-day SMA is at 121.31, just crossed over the 10-day SMA. It's also a good signal here. So you could look at the list here, pay more attention to 5-day SMA column here. Wherever you see green here, those would be good one for you to follow the trend and make some money here. And look, we got Mattel. Mattel is a toy stock. It's also right now I think it's as you can see here, its 50-day SMA is above its 100-day SMA. So you could look at such names here. It's also above the current stock price is above 200-day moving average. You could look at such names also. All right, so we got list continues here. We got few more names. Look, keep watching the current price here. We got all the current price as you can see here, and we got SMA here. All these stocks are above 5-day SMA. Then you can look at 5-day and 10-day, compare them, and go after the ones where you see green in 5-day SMA column here. For example, the one right here. Your financials, as you can see here, it's got it just crossed its 5-day SMA, crossed 10-day SMA. You could look at such names here and go from there. You could also dig into the fundamentals a little more. We got fundamentals here in terms of net margin, which is great here. All right, so we got one more page going on here. We got list continuation here. Keep watching the 5-day and 10-day here. The moment 5-day crosses over 10-day, those are telling you those are the good ones. You could follow the trend and go from there. For example, we got a few stocks here. One right here, KB Home. KB Home got battered a couple of weeks ago. Look what's going on now. Quietly, the 5-day SMA took over the 10-day SMA by about maybe 9 cents or so. That tells you it's slowly moving higher. So you could look at such names here and go from there. All right, so let's look at a few more here. Okay, I think we are done with this. So what we'll do now is, many of you ask me, hey, you know what, where do I go to take a look at some of this data? So what I will do is I'll take you to a stock screener here and take a look at such a screener here. So one of my favorite stock screener is Trading View, as you can see here. So you could look at Trading View here and launch the screener. It's a free trading scanning stock here. You could use it for free, just create an account. But if you want a little more premium features, you could subscribe. But free will suffice for most part, unless if you want to download the data, then you will need premium. But if you want to just look at the data and few charts, you could do free also. So with that, you can launch the stock screener here, and this also gives you very good screeners here, pre-canned screeners. So what you could do is you could go here and look at trend following screen right here. Click on trend following screen here. And there you go. What I've done is I have, if you look at my filters here, I have some filters here. I made sure the volume is more than 500K, and I said stock price is above $10. You could change this one. You could say above $1, or you can remove this also. For this example, I said more than $10. Then I made sure the 5-day SMA is above 10-day SMA. And also here I got 10-day SMA, more than 20-day SMA. That tells you these are trending up. So with that, I applied the filter here. I got the list. As you can see here, top of the list is UNH. And it's doing pretty well. It followed the criteria, moving up right now. It also tells you the trend here, strong buy, and so on and so forth. And if you like a stock here, for example, you liked UNH, you can click on it. And look, it brings up a next chart here. And normally I like to see a better chart here. I could go here and look at the big chart, as you can see here. And once I see the chart, I also, you can click on the screener. Screen is off. You can look at the big chart here. And if you want to look at the screener, you could look at the screen also along with it. So as you see here, you can quickly scan through here. UNH, as you see here. Nice uptrend here. Look, nice uptrend. I like this. Up, 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 up. So you could look at such names here and see if it's worth buying. And look, we got few more as you can scan through here. We got J&J. Click on J&J, and you get J&J chart up here. It's pretty quick to bring up the chart. So that's why it's one of the good, good stock screener for you to quickly scan through. Now I use this stock screener along with the other data from other stock screeners, like Thinkorswim as an example. It's a good one also, and few more. It's a good one here. Now what we'll do is we'll look at we'll look at one more here. Let's take the screener off. We can look at Mastercard. Look, let's put Mastercard here, and look, we got the Mastercard chart. So look what's going on with Mastercard here. It's in a tight trading range, as you can see here. Right now I think it took on its 5-day and 10-day moving average. So you could look at this here, and look, stock is trying to trend higher, as you can see here. You could slowly initiate position here and go from there, trend following. So that's how I do it. So that way you get a good idea what tools to use. Trading View is a good one, mainly because Trading View, if I go back to screener here, it tells you a lot of these screens. Look, we got all these SMAs like 20-day, 50-day, and even it also gives you 5-day, 10-day. All the SMAs and EMAs are given here, so it's a good one to follow. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.